Hey y'all, it's Sierra, aka Capricorn Moon Goddess, and I decided that I'm going to do something that I rarely do, and that is do readings for each zodiac sign. Now, typically I don't do these often because there's 12 signs and it takes a lot. It takes a lot of energy to do that, so I like to do pick a cards. However, I was led to do a reading for each zodiac sign because of the particular topic, and the topic of this reading is what the heck do you need to be doing right now. So if you are anything like me, which you probably are because you're a Libra and I'm a Libra sun, you probably have multiple talents. You're able to do pretty much anything that you want to put your mind to. However, it creates that jack of all trades, master of none kind of situations where you don't really know what to do. You can be undecided, especially as a Libra. Sometimes Libras are indecisive. So having talent is not your problem. Having the actual ambition to actually turn your talents into a career, or turn your talents into money-making opportunities, or just creating better opportunities for yourself and other people, that's not a problem. But sometimes deciding what to do first is a problem. That is a problem that I have dealt with. I mean, sometimes you can just be so talented that you don't know what to do with yourself because you can pretty much do anything. I know, not a bad problem to have, but also can be a bad problem to have. So this reading is about what do you need to be doing right now to propel yourself to the next level in life. What do you need to focus on first? You may have several creative projects that you're working on and several different things that you want to do, but what do you need to be doing at this very moment? Okay, so as usual, y'all know I love to save time, so I already have some oracle cards pulled, and we are just gonna go ahead and pull your tarot cards. Now, as always, we have to give these disclaimers. This is a general reading. This is not a personal reading, okay? So what you want to do is use your intuition while you are listening to this. If there is something that does not resonate with you, that's fine. You don't have to accept it. If there's something that you don't like but it does resonate, hey, maybe you can do something to change it. All right, take what resonates, leave what doesn't. It will not hurt my feelings. All right, so let's go ahead and pull some tarot cards for Libra. Those that have Libra in their birth chart, it doesn't have to be your sun sign. Typically you want to go for your sun, moon, rising, or Venus signs. I don't even know what the sixth house does. I think the sixth house is for career, so maybe you want to look to see what's in your sixth house. I don't know. Don't get me to lying to y'all about astrology and the houses and all of that stuff. But for Libra, those who have Libra in a significant place in their birth chart, what do they need to be focused on first? What goals do they need to be focused on? All right, so we have the Nine of Cups. So whatever it is that you're supposed to be working on, it's going to have something to do with emotional fulfillment. Now, whether that is for yourself or for other people, I'm not sure. Let's keep going. Let's see what other cards we get. Okay, we have the Page of Swords. So you all may be studying something, or you may be using something that you learned in order to help others find emotional fulfillment, or help yourself find the emotional fulfillment that you need, so that way you can move to the next step in life. Let's see what else. Libra, sun, moon, rising, Venus, or other significant place in the birth chart. Okay, so we have the Four of Wands in reverse. Okay, so there could have been some family issues that you all may have dealt with. We have the Page of Wands also. Okay, what is this bird doing? Now, I would typically say this would be like a card of gossip. Look at the way this bird is looking like. They ready to tell everybody's business, okay? But what I'm getting from this is you all may be needing to use your throat chakra in some sort of way. You may be needing to do something that has something to do with communication, whether you are a public speaker or a writer. You have something in your future as far as a career or a business that is connected to speaking about how to become emotionally fulfilled. I don't know if you're going to be some sort of life coach. I don't know if you're going to be some sort of advocate for people who may have had some issues with their home life. I'm saying that because of the Four of Wands in reverse. Let's see what else. We have the Hermit card. Okay, so it's time for you to come out of seclusion, basically. You may have spent some time working on yourself, doing some self-reflection. So it is time to come out and start to tell your story in whichever way is best for you. For some people, that's going to be writing. For some people, that's going to be public speaking. For some people, that's going to be having a YouTube channel. For some people, that's going to be artwork. You know, they may you may be some sort of artist, especially being a Libra, okay? So the way that people tell their story can differ. Maybe we will get some more clarification on that with the oracle cards. I am using archetype type decks, so we can try to get some careers and things like that. All right, but let's get one more tarot card. We got the Judgment card. Okay, and look at this bird once again. They are out, they're standing here with their mouth open wide. So you all are supposed to be working on something that's going to speak to your experience with having to find a way to become emotionally fulfilled with this Nine of Cups card. Okay, so you all may have dealt with some situations in life that may have tested you emotionally, may have tested your self-esteem. Again, like I was saying earlier, you may have had some issues in your home life, and now it is time for you to start speaking about that through whatever art form or career path aligns with you. So let's see what our oracle cards say. All right, so we have Poet. So some of you may express yourselves through poetry. We have God. Let's see. Benevolence and compassion, recognizing the eternal force within yourself and others. The key words: recognizing the eternal force within yourself and others. Having to go within yourself. I know that a lot of the times when we talk about God, we're thinking about an external source. So it's very interesting that this card is talking about an eternal, which is forever, but it doesn't speak about external. It talks about the eternal force that is within yourselves and others. Okay, so helping people to realize that God or their higher power is within themselves. Meaning what? You have the power to create emotional stability for yourselves. Once you take the time to, with this Page of Swords, learn what it is that triggers you, learn what it is that may have created some sort of subconscious blocks when it comes to emotional fulfillment or depression, or just basically dealing with your happiness, then you can use that information and you can create for yourself. You can create your life circumstances. Let's see what else we have. We have Liberator. Okay, so whatever it is that you're meant to be doing is going to set other people free. It says freeing yourselves and others from outmoded beliefs, releasing negative thought patterns. Okay, so again, we're talking about the cups here. We're talking about emotions and what goes along with emotions. Thoughts. Thoughts can create emotions. Okay, I am actually learning about what is it called? I can't believe I can't think of what it's called right now. Epigenetics. I'm learning about epigenetics right now, and that is basically talking about how we can rewire our brains essentially with our thoughts. Being intentional about our thoughts, we might even be able to make some changes to our DNA. So with this, freeing yourself and others from outmoded beliefs, releasing negative thought patterns, whatever type of work you're supposed to be doing, you're going to be helping people to basically liberate themselves, think positive. You're going to be doing that through some sort of art form. So it's either going to be poetry, it's either going to be writing, like writing a book, maybe blogging, or making videos, but it's going to be something creative tied to this. So if you all have a lot of different projects that you have that you're going to be working on, the one that you should be paying the most attention to right now is whichever one is going to basically be using your creativity to speak and tell your story. So for me personally, it's writing a book. I have a couple different books that I plan to write, but there is one in particular that fits with this scenario. So I'm going to be focusing more on that particular book. I write poetry as well, but it's been a long time. So that isn't for me, even though I'm a Libra sun. But for some of you, you may write poetry. We also have the Femme Fatale. Highlights the erotic energy of the feminine. Opens your heart when your dependency is rejected. Okay, some of y'all might be writing stories about like erotic tales. Maybe that's what some of y'all's books are going to be about with that Femme Fatale. But this is also that coming after the Liberator card. Is basically showing women that they don't have to be ashamed of their sensuality or sexuality, or being clear about what it is that they want and what it is that satisfies them. Okay, so some of y'all might be in that arena. I don't know. Y'all might be selling sex toys. That was my first business that I ever did, and they sell themselves. All right, let me see what else. We have the storyteller. Okay, so again, like I was saying, some of y'all are going to be writing some sort of book or some sort of blog. We have the warrior. The number is 18, which adds up to a 9, kind of goes along with the 9 of cups. Okay, so you're going to be using the story of what you've gone through, your trials and tribulations, to help others. We have Mercury, okay, thoughts. Now, as a Libra, you are air sign, so we are the sign that talks about communication, thoughts, intellect, thing of that nature. So you're going to be using your intellect to help other people. But again, like I was saying earlier, you're also going to be helping people to rewire their brains, helping people to think differently. When it comes to manifestation, I always tell people you have to do things to actively rewire the way that you think. So that way, when it comes to subconscious blocks that you may not be aware of because they're in your subconscious, those things, those negative things are not getting in the way of you being able to manifest. So by doing things like saying affirmations and working on your visualization skills and things of that nature, you are rewiring your subconscious to think about positive things, okay? And whenever a negative thing does come up, we don't just ignore that and push it out of the way. We determine, is it something that we need to explore? Because if we need to explore it, we can do that to see where it's coming from. Is it a symptom? Or is it the root? What is the root? Or is it something that we need to just push out of our minds? Okay, so you're going to be helping people, especially if you're on the more intellectual side. Like I said, I'm studying epigenetics. I'm studying the science behind water, holding memory, and being able to speak positivity into your water and drink it, and how that can change the way that your day goes. If you're more on the intellectual side, what you're going to be working on is helping to break that down so that other people can digest it And you may possibly be doing that in a creative way, like art, poetry, writing books, something like that. So it doesn't seem boring to everybody else, or they're able to grasp it in a way that's easier than just sitting down and reading a book. Okay, something like that. So you may like to read a lot, but the way that you express yourself might be through more of an artful way, or it may be a nonfiction book, something like that, to kind of grab people's attention. We also have subconscious. Like, do I even need these cards at this point? Like, everything that these cards are saying, I just pretty much said, okay? Subconscious, helping people rewire their subconscious. If you don't know how to do that for yourself, this is a sign that that's something you need to be working on. But I feel like this is for people who have already been thinking about this, or who already have naturally been doing this for themselves. We also have winter. Take care of your needs. Okay, so you are, while you're in the midst of doing things to be helpful to everyone else, this is a reminder to make sure that you take care of yourself first. And that's going to be a part of what you're going to be able to teach other people. Knowing how to get things done, knowing how to help people, but also knowing how to set the proper boundaries. I hear people saying things about Libra all the time. Oh, they're so nice. And sometimes the downfall of a Libra can be trying to be a people pleaser or not step on toes and stuff like that. Luckily for me, I got some Capricorn in my birth chart. So that kind of balances me out. But make sure you're taking care of yourself first. We also have confrontation, okay? So whatever it is that you're going to be working on is going to be something that's going to make people have to confront themselves. Make people have to take a look at themselves. Look in the mirror. See what it is that they need to work on. Reflecting, mirroring, seeking balance. Seeking balance, Libra scales, balance. Test, interaction, internal conflicts, uncertainty, wavering. Okay, what did I say? Us Libra, sometimes we can be indecisive. So yes, you all are going to be able to use how you've been able to overcome some of those things to help other people. And lastly, we have the White Witch, Be the Light card. And that's basically just talking about, if you see this owl in this card, using your wisdom to help other people, but doing it in a way that is more innovative in a sense. So it's not going to be just, I'm going to create a course. If you do create a course, it's going to be different than other people's courses. You might incorporate poetry in it. You might incorporate short stories in it. You may write a book of short stories. You might write erotic stories. So yeah, that's what you're supposed to be doing. You all are supposed to be working on telling your story in some way, shape, or form. We got the poetry card. We got the storyteller card. So again, blogging, making videos, maybe on YouTube, TikTok, whatever. Or the good old-fashioned blogging. Okay, I just realized that a lot of people are going to my website to read my blog. Yes, people still read. People still read, y'all. People go to my website every day. I need to make more blogs. Okay, so some of you, even though all of this video stuff is popular right now, you might just need to write a blog. And some of you are going to be doing this with artwork, okay? So it's not necessarily going to be the traditional way of getting your story across, but that is what you all are supposed to be doing. So hopefully that made sense. If it did, please let me know if it resonated with you by leaving a comment in the comment section. Please like, share, and subscribe if you feel called to do so. Thank you for taking the time to watch this video, my Libras. I am a Libra sun, so I can totally relate to the stuff that was shown in this reading. And I hope you all have a great rest of your day. Bye.